We get a lot of Eitrite ingots by doing strike missions and different content in the Icebrood Saga. In this video, we will learn how to make some gold from those ingots. As you watch the guide, if you found it useful and enjoyed watching, please consider subscribing as it helps the channel and helps me make more content. Open the trading post and type restored boreal in the search bar, and you will see a list of all the weapons that have restored boreal in them. This is how we are going to make our gold, by selling those weapons. At the spawn waypoint Jora's Keep in Biora Marshes, you will find a common merchant right beside the waypoint. In the third tab, you will find all the recipes for the restored boreal weapons. Each one of them will cost 2 gold and 100 eternal ice shards. And to craft any of the weapons, you will also need to have either a weaponsmith or an artificer or a huntsman of at least level 400. Just hover on the recipe and it will tell you which crafting discipline do you need. Those weapons are in demand because they are a part of a couple of collections. One of them will give you bigger bags as rewards, and it will also give you recipes to be able to craft those bags anytime you want. The best thing about those bags is they're account bound and you can move them across your characters anytime you want, unlike most of the other bigger bags which are soul bound and they are not easy to move around as those type. I already made a guide talking about this collection and how to get bigger bags, and I will leave the link for it on the comments and description, and you will also find a link on the top right corner in the video right now. Once you decide on which recipe you want to buy, just click here and this will enable you to get the recipe, and then once you double click on it, it will unlock across all your account, not just this character. Also be careful and make sure to hover on the recipes first to see if you already unlocked it or not. The ones that will say you already know this recipe in red are ones you have already unlocked and you should not buy them again. However, you will notice on my screen that all of those unlocked right now. That's because I already have the skins for them. But if you are doing this for the first time, you will see most of those are locked and you will not be able to buy the recipe. To unlock any of the recipes, you need to buy the ancient boreal skin for it first. For example, if you want the recipe for the restored boreal axe, you will need to have the ancient boreal axe skin first. You can get it by talking to the same vendor in the second tab, and each one of those skins will cost 2 gold and 75 eternal ice shards. You can also get them as rewards in the Biora Marshes reward track from Wildus' World or PvP. You get it from the Raven's Gifts. Same thing applies to the Shiver emote reward track, which will also give you those Raven gifts which have the ancient boreal skins in them. But keep in mind is that the Biora Marshes and Shiver emote reward tracks are not repeatable. They are a one-time thing. You will also get them as a rare drop from the weekly strike mission chests or from doing strike missions directly again as a rare drop. Once you unlock the recipe, go to your crafting station and just type restored in the search bar and it will show you a list of all the recipes you unlocked. The ingredients and materials you need are just like for any other exotic weapon, but added to it the Eitrite ingots which you should already have. Those Eitrite ingots are very expensive to craft, but because you will have them from the sources we mentioned at the beginning of the video, you will save a lot from the cost of making those weapons, which will enable you to sell it on the trading post for a little bit of profit. The profit you will make will depend on the price of the weapon itself and the price of the ingredients needed to actually craft the weapon. And based on today's market prices, your profit can be anywhere between 20 silver or even 1 gold in some cases. However, be very careful and don't craft a bunch of weapons and flood the market, because this is going to drive the prices down, your items will not sell, and you will most likely even end up making a loss. What I mean by this is, as you notice, I have right now a lot of Eitrite ingots and I can technically craft a lot of those weapons. However, if I did so and then sold all of them together at once, it will be a bad idea. I will flood the market, I will drive the prices down, and I will most likely end up making a loss. And so what you want to do is experiment with those weapons one by one. For example, craft 1 staff and then maybe 1 scepter and 1 focus per day, sell them on the trading post, and see which ones will sell and which one will take a little bit longer. The prices constantly change, and the needs for people for those weapons constantly change. For example, you may notice that the axes are selling very well right now, but maybe in a month from now they will not sell at all. So constantly experiment with them, and I would highly recommend that you do not sell more than 1 or 2 weapon types per day. Don't forget to subscribe and give the video a like to see more content in the future. And if you want to see more gold making guides, I will leave it on the screen and in the comments and description. Thank you very much for your time, and I will see you next guide.